Good evening, this is the Oscar Expert here with Brother Bro, and it is time to review Cats, Tom Hooper's batshit musical adaptation of the musical Cats, which is about, let's try this one. It's about a cat who gets abandoned by God knows what, thrown into this world of the Jellicles, who are a band of cats that are maybe strays. Every year, they get together on this day, which the movie takes place on, and they sing songs about themselves, and one of them will get chosen by the Judi Dench cat to ascend and achieve kitty nirvana, which is an unexplained, heightened state of spirituality.
That was a pretty good attempt at explaining this very ethereal plot.
I wanted to like this movie. A lot of people went in to hate watch it, and you know,
I mean, we kind of
like, I went in to have fun, and I was like willing to have fun and still be like, that was crazy, but I liked it.
I'm a big fan. I really liked Les Mis. Like, I thought that was like a really fucking good musical. Tom Hooper's thing that he came up with in that movie was just like people singing and just having the camera like stay on them. And it was like really intimate. Like, I loved that. And I think Tom Hooper's a very good director. I thought The Danish Girl was okay, but The King's Speech and Les Mis are like really good movies.
I generally really like Tom Hooper's visual style.
Just because he took the Oscar from David Fincher, we understand that hurts. It hurts us all. But, you know, we shouldn't hate on him for that.
Sure, the cats are creepy, but like, I'm willing to get over that. Like, I can take a weird movie. Like, that's fine with me.
Yeah, I wanted a weird movie. I wanted cats to be weird.
There are moments that are, like, kind of visually stunning and, like, where the choreography and the cinematography and everything mix together really well. But this is if you take context out of the movie. Because when you're actually watching the movie, you have the story.
30 seconds into the movie, you're like, what? What? And then singing happens, and you're just like, the whole movie, you're like, yeah, I don't know like what's happening or why it's happening or like what you should be doing about it. Immediately after it starts, and this is like, I wanted to give the movie a chance. Like, the first minute, I was like, oh yeah, like this is why.
I was waiting for it to start making sense, or I was like, where is the story in this? Because isn't this like a musical, and don't musicals have strong, compelling stories and character arcs and stuff? Like, where are the bare ingredients of a good story? Like, where's the baseline of a good story?
This is a fucking dumpster fire of a movie because the story was just not there. None of the characters were actually interesting. They were all like superficially like developed. The tone is extremely mismatched from scene to scene. It'll cut away in like the middle of a musical piece to give you like a joke or something where like, and things are just not fitting together where you're like, oh, like why did that choice get made? Like, there's just so many things about the tone and the lack of like story and just the things that happen. You're like, okay, well now fucking this is happening. Well, now I'm watching like Rebel Wilson eating cockroaches. Now I'm fucking watching Ian McKellen like singing about how he had a stage career, but he's a cat.
Let's not forget that the villain in this movie, played by Idris Elba, named McCavity, can randomly decide to disappear or can like get close enough and make others disappear, and then he sends them to a boat in the middle of the Hudson River, like dystopia, so that he can like keep them away from the competition of winning best cat. And it doesn't even make sense because Judi Dench knows what he's doing and she's not going to give him the award because she doesn't like him. It doesn't make any sense.
The plot sounds like it was made up. Like, the writer wanted their kid to tell him a bedtime story, their kid to tell them a bedtime story, and their kid said, and there's a bunch of cats, but one of them gets to go to the sky. I mean, the other ones have to sing songs about it. And the one bad cat, he'll make you disappear. You know, there's no, like, universe to be, like, logically thought out. There's no reason why this McCavity cat has the power to transport you to a boat through thin air, or why he's able to disappear.
This entire movie is just each cat giving an ego trip song about themselves, and I was thinking, alright, I'm okay if we do a couple introductions to get to know who the characters are, but, like, it's the whole movie.
And then a lot of them go away, disappear, like maybe they'll come back, like Jason Derulo comes in, you're like, oh, Jason Derulo's here now, everybody. I don't know what his character did because I can't remember. The personalities are not interesting at all. And like James Corden's cat is just like, he is a fat cat and his song is like, I am the fat cat.
and he likes to eat things, and that's his weakness.
And then
also
he
what
like
makes him
lands
funny.
on his balls, and he's like, "Yo!"
Yeah,
and you're
and
supposed
then
to think it's funny.
Rebel Wilson's cat is also like the same thing, where it's like
cat.
it's a fat, funny cat. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck was going on the whole movie. And individual songs, I was like, "What's going on?" Some songs I couldn't understand what the cats were saying. Which
Yeah,
you
there
know,
was
you
a
can
big
blame
problem with the
mixing.
sound mixing on this one, and I don't know what happened, because you literally can't hear what they're saying. It's a problem.
What is each song about? Usually songs in musical are A, catchy, and B, have like a theme of like what it's about. But the songs in this movie are like, you know, there's two cats, and they're like the cats who live in a house and like jewels, so they invite her in and they sing about how they like to go around and like play with the jewels. I don't really know. I don't remember. There's only one song in this movie that has a melody that's stuck in my head, and it's Memories, and you know, everyone knows that song, I guess. Other than that, like, why aren't these songs catchy?
Oh,
like,
no, the one about McCavity was...
But that song was also weird because
was-
Taylor Swift was singing a song about not herself.
Yeah.
And then it was like, you had Taylor Swift sing a song about somebody else and then go away when that guy came in, and then that was it for her character.
He's not there.
Yeah, I mean, there were some parts of those songs that were sort of catchy, but like for a musical, I would expect a lot more, especially for something that's apparently like a classic.
Sonically, it was very eclectic. There were 80s synth sounds, and I would normally like go for that. I actually kind of liked the music in this movie, but I don't know like to what effect it was doing.
That's how I felt about the cinematography and like the production design and everything, where I was like, this is impressive, and I like what it's going for, but without the like a story, like it doesn't do anything. So I can't say that it's good or not because it doesn't achieve anything.
Yeah, the movie like doesn't achieve anything. I want to know what he was trying to do.
I think he literally was just like, well, let's just make the musical into like a good-looking movie without considering like what would make it compelling.
This could have been a more enjoyable movie if they went for like a different direction, but it seemed to take itself too seriously. Isn't that like the weirdest surprise of the movie, is that it takes itself too seriously?
Yeah.
Like the Jennifer Hudson song,
Oh my-
where she's like fucking snotting and singing her goddamn face off in a movie that is like totally just bonkers weird. And then Jennifer Hudson thinks that she's going to be Anne Hathaway and win an Oscar.
Yeah, she thinks she's winning an Oscar
for the same exact thing.
and
Like, in every scene, she's like emotionally devastated, and you're like, why? Why is this cat emotionally devastated? I don't know anything about it. And I can't empathize with it because they're not going to give me any significant story for it.
And I've never in my life seen an actor secrete so much snot in a movie. It's got to be a record, folks. Like, this was insane. You know, she saw Viola Davis do it in Fences. She thought that this would help her win a supporting actress Oscar. Snot coming down her nose and into her mouth. Movie had like a good story and a good reason for this character. This might actually emotionally compel me, but
Yeah.
right now it looks like silly because it's like, why what? What was also fascinating was I was like, what is this last song going to be? Like, what is this movie's closing statement to us going to be about what it like thinks it is? And the last song is just like a fourth wall fiesta for Judi Dench to like sing at you about like what a cat is. It shows that it had nothing on its mind all along.
The actors are actually good in it. Like, Judi Dench is good. I liked that cat. I really liked Ian McKellen in it. Like, I thought that was really fun. It was actually fun to see a lot of these actors
I
in
had
here.
no idea what he
I
was
think
doing.
the lead actress, Francesca Hayward, the lead actress, was actually very good in the movie. And yeah, I could see her like doing well in other movies.
I've never seen the play and I don't understand why people like it now.
If it went more acid trippy, this movie would
Yes.
have been a blast.
That's literally what I wanted. I heard so many things about this movie that I was like, I kind of gotta see it. And unfortunately, I came out of the theater being like, that was a waste of my time. I really didn't get much out of it because I was kind of just like, why?
Well, I thought it was fun to watch, but I also felt like 20 minutes in, I was like, I have seen the movie and I can go now.
I thought the visual effects were fine. Like, if you're gonna make a movie where the people are cats, this is the way to do it.
It created a world that was very different, where like cats have hands and feet with like 5 fingers and human faces, and like I didn't really mind it because I wanted the bizarre, I wanted the weirdness. The movie's a disaster. There's no vision. It's beyond no story. It was like someone like dumping like a rainbow into your mouth.
It's like waking up in the middle of a fun house and then like everything in the fun house like thinks that you're supposed to be there, but you're still like, why am I here? Like, is anyone going to tell me? But then they just like keep going on.
It's a
and
joke
singing.
that keeps going on too long. They had all the dials at like 5 and like 6 and 7 and stuff, and I wanted like some of them to be like way up to 10, and then other ones like you just need to like take them all down.
I would have liked it if it was just a total wacko funhouse and you didn't know why anything was happening, but it was like so outrageous you couldn't help but just be like slapping your knees.
It was kind of like the feeling of when you're in a VR headset, like looking around, and it's like a Cirque du Soleil like thing.
Yeah.
Like they're like coming at me and like singing and stuff, and it's a little bit terrifying, and I'm a little bit scared, and I kind of want to go home.
And then you look like over here, and there's like a new one behind you that you didn't know was part of the
You
thing.
look down, and like you are a cat too.
I wanted to see it and have fun, and it wasn't fun, and it was boring and a waste of time.
I like wasn't really bored in the movie. I enjoyed myself a little bit. Yeah, I'd probably recommend just getting it on demand and like watching it with your friends. Like that would be more fun because you can talk.
I'm gonna give this movie a 2 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. There were some things that I liked. There's 3 stars for that, and then there's the rest of it. I want there to be a dog sequel.
What are they gonna do with the snouts? They're all gonna have like
exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Exactly.
That's gonna be really fucked up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
Comment with a picture of your face, and they'll put your face on the next cat in the next Cats movie.